Paris, August 1944. The Allies are closing in, and the German occupation is nearing its end. But the city of love and light is on the verge of complete destruction. The order comes directly from Adolf Hitler. Paris must be turned into a pile of rubble. One man, German General Dietrich von Choltitz, holds the city's fate in his hands. Was this an act of betrayal or heroism? In the next 10 minutes, you will discover how the destinies of two incredible men intertwined in a secret mission that saved Paris. A man with a bloody history, 1 to 3. Dietrich von Choltitz, the commander of Greater Paris, was no benevolent figure. He was a hardened officer, known for his brutality and blind obedience to Hitler. His career was filled with dark episodes, including his role in the destruction of Rotterdam and the mass execution of Jews in Sevastopol. Hitler knew he needed a man without a conscience for the most brutal task, the destruction of Paris. In August, von Choltitz received the order to mine and destroy all vital objects: bridges, the Eiffel Tower, historical buildings, and the Louvre. The plan was to turn the city into ruins that would slow down the Allies. The climax of tension, an appearance from the shadows. While the mining preparations were underway, an unexpected player emerged. Raoul Nordling, the Swedish consul general, who had access to the German headquarters. His goal, to persuade von Choltitz to change sides. Nordling knew that a direct approach wouldn't work, so he began a subtle game of psychological pressure. He met with von Choltitz and did not threaten him. Instead, he addressed him as an officer of honor. He reminded him that he would go down in history as the man who destroyed Paris. Every day became more and more tense. The resistance in Paris was growing, and von Choltitz's conscience was increasingly burdened. Would he obey the Führer's order or listen to the man offering him salvation? The call from hell, 5 o'clock to 7:30. After the Allies entered Paris, von Choltitz had to make a final decision. Hitler furiously called Paris. It is recorded in history that Hitler, screaming into the receiver, asked one question: "Is Paris burning?" Von Choltitz, after a painful moment of silence, replied with words that would enter history: "No, Führer, Paris is not burning." Despite the orders, von Choltitz refused to press the button for destruction. The city was saved, and his decision became one of the most significant acts of defiance in World War II. The fate of the savior, Dietrich von Choltitz, surrendered to the Allied forces. Interestingly, he was not tried for war crimes, and he explained his decision by saying, "I was an officer, not a destroyer." He spent 2 years in captivity before being released. On the other hand, Raoul Nordling, the silent hero, continued his diplomatic career, but his role in saving Paris remained etched in history. The story of Operation Unicorn reminds us that even in the darkest of times, individual acts of courage and humanity can change the course of history. Sometimes the greatest hero is not the one who wins, but the one who dares to resist.